Ladies, gentlemen, boys, and girls, football fans of all ages, this is Franklin High School, home of the Panthers, and today this site plays host to the first round of the MIAA South Sectional Playoffs. It's the Brockton Boxers and the Franklin Panthers, a 4 versus 5 matchup. Brockton, the 5th seed in this scenario. The winner of this game goes on to face the winner of Severian or BC High, teams that Brockton High has held tough with earlier on in the year. I'm Mad Dog Matt Nelson. I'll be joined alongside by my broadcast partner, the 7-time award-winning director and producer, Newbie Ratto. A lot of excitement coming in. These two teams know virtually nothing about each other, but both in D1. Brockton High winning the toss, electing to receive.
Good evening, Franklin. Let's hear it.
It is Amik Watterson and Johnny Horn back to receive.
Is that Trot? The Boxers. Is that Trot? Trotton is going to kick it off, and Cody comes through.
Trotton kicks it end over end in the direction of a Johnny Horn. Horn cutting to the outside. A Johnny Horn to the far side gets all the way to the 45-yard line before he is pushed out of bounds, and that's where we'll have the first look of the night.
Johnny Horn with the return.
Michael Norman and the Brockton Boxers offense silent last week against New Bedford, an 18-0 shutout in that effort. 127 yards of total offense, 30 offensive plays all game. Again, the final score of that one, 18-0 in favor of the Whalers.
And let's check that. That was not Watterson who got the ball. It was Horn. Watterson is one of theirs, but the player to watch is Isaiah Laguerre. He's their flanker. So keep an eye on
Norman
him.
under center.
First play from series, and Brockton's going to keep it on the ground, and they take it off the left tackle and driving forward.
The give to a Johnny Horn is about 9 yards, so it'll be 2nd and 1. Similar strategy to the last couple of weeks where the Boxers just run the ball and try to wear down the defensive line of their opponent. Johnny Horn normally getting the earlier carries. We will see Amik Watterson on certain downs. Derek Williams, it looks like, is still injured. Horn across the 45 for a first down.
And Horn gets the first down for the Boxers.
Johnny Horn for the first down.
Johnny Horn. He's been their featured player so far. He played a minute, and Brockton is wedged out.
Franklin coming in at 5-2. The Boxers at 3-3.
1st and 10 for Brockton.
You don't normally see a 500 record because there's an odd number of games, but that weird Catholic Memorial scenario with Coach DiBiaso as the end-around give to Isaiah Laguerre. He's stopped after a gain of 2.
He's met at the line of scrimmage.
Isaiah Laguerre
He falls
on the
forward
jet
for a
sweep
gain of 1
for the
on
loss.
play. Isaiah Laguerre.
And I think forward progress is going to make that a gain of about 2.
He's a 5'10" senior.
It'll be 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8.
Came around on the flanker handoff. And he took it
That's
out
been a
to
dangerous
40
play for the Boxers this year, especially to the speedy Isaiah Laguerre.
First couple of minutes of this one before a good crowd. Brockton's brought a bunch of players and fans, I should say, in their band. Nice atmosphere from Piscini Field.
3 backs behind Norman, who's under center.
TV. 2nd down and 8 for Brockton. Another handoff.
Norman gives off, I believe that is Amik Watterson. That is Derek Williams, number 36.
Austin Jordan on this tackle for loss.
Austin Jordan on the tackle for the short loss. It'll be a 3rd and 9.
Aaron Jordan. Loss of 1. 3rd down and 9 for the Boxers from the Franklin 45-yard line. 8:32 left in the first quarter.
So Derek Williams finds his way to the sideline.
3rd and 9. They stayed on the ground. We'll see if this is their first pass attempt of the game.
Norman under center, 3 backs. No wide receivers.
Norman.
Norman
Gonna hand off again.
gives off to Amik Watterson. Watterson busting up the gut, still on his feet. Amik Watterson all the way down to the 25-yard line of Franklin. That's a big first down on 3rd and long for the Boxers.
Watterson on the carry. That's enough for a Brockton first
Watterson
down.
takes it for a pickup of about 24 on the play, and Brockton is in good shape, 1st and 10 from the Franklin 25. The Boxers staying totally on the ground here. A 3rd and 9. It was a beautiful run by...
So it's Amik Watterson on the big first down run. Same formation, clean wide receivers for the Boxers. They give to Watterson. Up the middle, bounces off the tackler, which has been his specialty, and he is close to another first down.
To about the 17-yard line goes Watterson.
Amik Watterson joining the Boxers in week 2 from Tennessee and having an impact where it counts here.
Staying strictly on the ground so far. They have a quarterback who can throw the ball as well. 7:17 to go here in the first period.
Amik Watterson,
2nd down and 2.
15 carries for 105 yards on the season. And now Norman back to pass. He throws, it's tipped! And it falls incomplete. Franklin had 3 defensive backs in the area.
Franklin had a shot at it back there for the Panthers.
That was intended for Isaiah Laguerre.
Looked like that was Jake Davis who almost got a hand on it. May have gotten a hand on it. 3rd down and 2. So
one of those fluke plays you see every now and then.
While we have a moment, let's welcome your Franklin High School cheerleaders.
And it's a big 3rd down play. 3rd down and 2.
So it's 3rd and about 2. I'd be shocked if the ball didn't wind up in Watterson's hands here. Norman on the quarterback keeper. He's brought down right around the line of scrimmage. Clock stops, and there will be a measurement here.
First down for Brockton.
First down, Brockton.
And they're going to give a first down.
1st and 10.
So Norman on the quarterback keeper.
Got a good spot on that one. Brockton with the hurry-up offense.
Norman hands off to Amik Watterson.
Watterson to the line of
Watterson met at the line by the entire Franklin defense.
Off the left side for a pickup of about 3 on the
He'll
play.
gain about 3 on that one.
2nd down and 7 for the Boxers. The ball is at the 10-yard line, maybe just inside, right on the 10. 2nd down and 7. Brockton impressive on the ground. 1 incomplete.
And we are now joined by the 7-time award-winning director and producer, Emmy nominated. Those are just stats and numbers. Newbie Ratto, Newbie, it's playoff football. It is late October. The Brockton Boxers, the Franklin Panthers, Amik Watterson has already had a 25-yard run on this drive. What do you expect to see out of the Boxers tonight?
New season. It's a new season today, right? It's all over. It's playoff time. It's ready to rock and roll. Right? Is it ready to rock and roll, Matt?
When you say that, did you see the statistics from last week's shutout against New Bedford?
Yes, I did. It's ready to rock and roll. That doesn't exist.
It needs to be a new season.
It doesn't exist.
Absolutely needs to be a new
It's
season.
a new season. Doesn't exist. Now it's mental. The Brockton Bucks have the talent. It's about mental time right now. Mental toughness. Okay, they're on the road right now. They have the talent to do it. Are they mentally tough enough to do it? That is the question, Matt.
Norman fumbling the snap, and it'll be 4th and about 7 to go for the Boxers. Well within field goal range for Carlin's Jean. Newbie, do you go for the points or do you go for the statement?
You got to go for the points right now. I mean, you're on the road. Any points are good points. You're in the red zone. You got to go for the points. I know you kick a field goal. 3 things got to go right: the snap, the hold, and the kick. Let's see what they do here.
They're going to go for it.
Yeah, they're going to go for it, looks like.
No, it's going to be a field goal attempt.
They're lining
No, it's
up.
going to be a kick. It's going to be a kick.
Carlin's Jean lining up to attempt the field goal. It's about a 25-yard attempt. The ball is snapped. The kick is up. And the kick is good. 3-0 Boxers.
Yeah, you got to take the points right there. You're in the red zone. You know, you're on the road. You got to take the points. You know, the risk is not worth the reward. You know, the risk is you leave the red zone, 0 points on the road. Crowd has momentum. They get the ball back. Don't want that. You want to get 3 points. Listen, take the crowd the game. You're on the road. Take the crowd the game, have the momentum, and they have right now 3 points. So let's see if the defense can kind of capitalize on this.
Speaking of rewards, the reward of the victor of this game is playing either Severian or BC High. If BC High wins and Brockton wins, that game will be at Brockton High at Marciano Stadium. Two teams, newbie, that Brockton held tough with earlier in the season, and a pass goes this way, a call goes that way. They could have wound up on top.
I tell you what, I saw Zavarian a few weeks ago when they faced the Brockton Boxers. They looked relatively small. It's actually one of the smallest Zavarian teams I've seen. Because, we all remember Zavarian. I mean, they're a bunch of tanks over there. I mean, they're huge. But I thought this year they were particularly small. So I thought the Brockton Boxers played tough against them. And, of course, they played tough against BC High. So they got a shot. Listen, they're going to make a run. I talked to a few of the assistant coaches. They feel confident that this team can make some noise. It's just about can they pull it together and really perform in the clutch.
Carlins Jean to kick off.
I tell you what, man, what a beautiful stadium this is right here. I mean, this is awesome right here. Beautiful stadium. You can see the foliage. Crowd's all pumped up. The faculty and the fans are awesome. Faculty and fans are awesome. Great, great fans, great field. This is an awesome environment. This is cool.
Did you get a chance to look around the complex?
I did not look around the complex.
Very impressive.
I was actually trying to look around for the concession stand because I'm starving.
Very impressive complex here at Franklin High School.
That's the first thing I'm going to during halftime.
Carlin Jean with a squibber.
Uh-oh, this looks bad.
Tripped up very nicely. A shoestring tackle.
Initially, that didn't look too good, but it brought the box. A tough kick right there. Ball around the 30-yard line, give or take. Man, what a time to be a New England fan right now. Isn't this so cool? You got high school playoffs, you got baseball playoffs, World Series, you got the Patriots rocking and rolling 4 games in a row, got the Celtics, probably I'd say if not top 3 best team in the NBA right now. The Bruins are rocking and rolling. I mean, if you're not a Boston sports fan right now, living in heaven, I don't know what's going on.
We'll get more into the World Series as we approach first pitch. Little sweep give, and it's going to be no gain for the Panthers.
Yeah, that game last week, man, versus New Bedford, that's a tough one right there because Brockton's really owned the big 3, Durfee, New Bedford. But New Bedford, listen, their program, I give them credit, has gotten better the last few years, and they play out for Brockton, but that was a disappointing loss.
Statistic of the night brought to you by Brian Statsman Lynch. Since the inception of the Big 3 division in 1990, that is the first time that Brockton's been shut out against New Bedford.
Wow.
18-0 the final score in that one. 127 yards of total offense.
Ouch. Ouch.
But it's a new season.
Yeah, I'd like to see Brockton pass the ball a little more, to be quite frank with you. The game is changing. The I formation, give them the ball, run the ball, control the line of scrimmage. That's cool, but we got to throw the football a little more, spread the offense out.
2 wideouts to the bottom of your screen. 1 to the right. Single setback. Gordon.
Man in motion sends trips to the far side. 5 wide for the Panthers. Now a motion again as Brockton audibles the defense. Gordon drops back to pass. Over the middle. He's got a man! What a catch, and he couldn't stay on his feet. It's a first down for the Panthers all the way down to the 30-yard line. That is Jake Davis on the reception for the Panthers.
Oh, good glory to God. There wasn't anyone 10 yards by him. Had he not tripped up, kudos to the listen, had he not tripped up, that would have been a touchdown right there. The Brockton Boxers really dodged the bullet. Got to be better than
just
secondary.
A little bit out of his reach. He stretched out to grab it, and that knocked him enough off balance that Brockton caught up to him, knocked him off his feet. So it's Jake Davis for the big first down for the Panthers.
No huddle right here. A little misdirection.
Nally stood up.
Now, Matt, is it 10-minute quarters in MIAA playoff action? 11-minute quarters.
11.
Okay, according to the newbie research team, they're doing a great job here in the press box, the research team.
Down 10 for Franklin from the 32-yard.
Pretty good gig if you can get it.
Oh, man, it's huge.
25 to go. A fast-moving first period.
Gordon back to pass. Over the middle, complete again.
Good job holding on to the football right there. He got a hit
they're
pretty hard.
gonna say it's incomplete.
Oh, wow. I was gonna say that was a tough hit right there. I thought he held on to it, but he didn't.
He never had full control, and Leonard drops the ball there, and Franklin will have it 3rd down and 10. They send Driscoll wide right. Bunch formation, trips to the left side.
They're doing a hurry-up offense here.
on 3rd
which
and
I like.
10.
Change the tempo. Yep.
Gordon back to pass. Over the middle. He's got a man, and that's a touchdown, Panthers. That was Jack Nally, the junior, 5'10", 170-pound wideout.
And I tell you what, Matt, they got to do a better job in the secondary right here. The safety's not coming in on time. One zigging, one zagging, miscommunication. That's the second time. I mean, listen, that first pass should have been a touchdown in the first place. Same exact play. That first pass should have been a touchdown. He got tripped up. They dodged a bullet. Same thing, same play. And now you got a touchdown.
Ball is snapped. The kick is up, and the kick is good. 7-3 Panthers.
They got to tighten up that secondary real quick, Matt.
There's going to be an interesting conversation for the Brockton defense on the sideline right here.
Absolutely right there. I'm not sure if the corner was cheating and the safety was too late. Something happened. Major miscommunication on 2 players right there that gave up the touchdown. And, you know, it looks like, you know, if this is a shootout right here, the Brockton Bucks got match fire and fire right now. They got to come right back.
2 minutes to go in the first quarter. It's 7-3. The Franklin Panthers over the Brockton Boxers. The 4 versus 5 seed winner goes on to face either BC High or Severian.
Once again, great job, guys. It was a great success and a fun night.
So it's Watterson and Horn back to receive for the Boxers. You can see Watterson wearing the pink socks, still October. Breast Cancer Awareness
Absolutely.
Month.
I want to give a shout out to Mary Waldron and Fabio Hippolyte doing an excellent event in Brockton. So kudos to them, doing a great job with breast cancer awareness.
That was 88, Navon Reed.
Navon Reed, one of the stars on the basketball team.
Your favorite player on the basketball team.
Navon Reed, one of the favorite players, and he actually played on a team I sponsored a couple years ago for the Boys and Girls Club. Seeing him really develop, he's going to be a real titan for the Brockton Boxers this season. I think the Brockton Boxers should go all the way this year for basketball.
So you're saying there's a chance?
I'm saying there's a chance for them to win a championship. Listen, quite frankly, the amount of talent that Brockton Boxers have, we're competitive every year, but I think this year we're a little more competitive than most years.
We're almost there, newbie. Winter is coming.
Hey, it's my favorite season.
Watterson on the turn in the corner. Amik Watterson to the 30, to the 20, still on his feet, trying to cut back inside. Trips over his own man. He's all the way down to the 10-yard line.
Wow, like a rocket shot out of a cannon right there, like a jackrabbit. No one could catch him. What explosion right there. I mean, just went to a whole nother gear. And just like that, Matt, we're right back on in the red zone.
This could turn into a shootout, newbie. Amik Watterson, who has been held silent last week, 2 carries, no positive yards. Suspended for the 2 games before that. Watterson again finds the hole, and he's within the 5. $1:15 to go, no huddle. 3 backs behind Norman, who's under center, clean on the wide receivers. Norman, quarterback keeper, the 2 backs behind him come in and push the pile. He's close. They're going to sort through the carnage. They're going to mark him short.
Oh,
and
come
a late
on.
flag thrown in.
I tell you what, this is.
This could be huge.
Let's see who this is on.
The way Franklin's reacting, it looks like it's going to be unsportsmanlike against Brockton, which would back him up 15.
Unbelievable.
And it is.
That is unacceptable right there in a playoff game. That's selfish football right there.
On the 1-yard line, newbie. On the 1-yard line. And that's going to back him up 15 times that. Second and goal from the 16.
Well, hey, how do you get over it? Okay, got to go over to the next play. Unfortunate.
Stuff like that is what killed the Boxers against BC High.
Actually, you're right. Isn't it third down? Third down on the dead ball foul, right?
I believe it's second down.
Ball foul. So they got the ball first down inside. They ran it to the 1. Yeah, it's second down. They ran it to the 1.
It's second and goal from the 16. A little bit of confusion what down it is.
But that's a big one right there because, listen, I mean, you're at the goal line. You don't get cute. Put your big guys up front, do a QB sneak. You're in there for a touchdown.
Brockton's going to call a timeout here. With this timeout, with 17 seconds to go in the first quarter. Newbie, you've been to Dodger Stadium. You own a Dodgers jersey. Who are you rooting for in the World Series?
Oh, come on, Matt. I mean, that's.
You also own a Red Sox jersey.
I own a Red Sox jersey. I have a Dodgers shirt, not a jersey. I went
Dodgers
to the
shirt.
Listen, Dodger Stadium is absolutely beautiful. I mean,
biggest stadium in the MLB.
It is awesome over there. I mean, they have a museum right outside. They have a great a great little.
Dodger Stadium is the most majestic baseball park you'll ever see.
From what I'm hearing, the most majestic baseball park you'll ever see. There's a great display of Jackie Robinson, historic franchise with the Brooklyn Dodgers. I mean, I really love it. But I like the Red Sox.
Here we go. Second and goal for the Boxers from the 16. Ball is snapped. They give to Amik Watterson right up the gut. And if there's anybody better at lowering the shoulder and handing out some boom on a silver platter, Amik Watterson's your guy.
Yeah, he's going to lay down some wood right there. I'll tell you a quick Dodger story between quarters.
I hope it involves the Dodgers losing in the World Series.
No, so I'll tell you what happened. I went to L.A. This is about 3 years ago. 3 years ago, I went to Dodger Stadium, and literally I walked in, and I was walking around. I was in the stadium, in the balcony, walking around, seeing everything. I didn't buy a ticket, though. I was on the bleachers having a good time. I was there for about a good half an hour until someone stopped me and said, "Hey, what are you doing?" I said, "Hey, I just walked right in, and I want to see your stadium." And they eventually kicked me out. They were very nice about it. But there was no security, and I walked right into the stadium, right into the bleachers.
I've been watching reports since all the media networks and the Sox got out to L.A. They said it's very, very chilly here. 70 degrees.
Oh, yeah, it's awful. Awful.
It's brutal.
Yeah, it's
We're
brutal.
sending the sweaters and blankets your way.
I'll tell you what, you know what really changed this series? I think the Red Sox will win. Like I said before, David Price. I mean, when he's on, it's over. When he's on, it's over. He's the X factor.
When he's on, it's taken him about 12 tries to turn it on the
right,
postseason.
But he's been on the last 2 games, and he's I think he's their best pitcher right now.
22-year-old tonight throws about 98 miles an hour gas. He's good.
So it should be fun. It should be fun. Hey, you know,
Bueller going tonight.
You can never get enough of beating L.A. I mean, come on. Boston, L.A., coast to coast.
Quarter number 2. The Brockton Boxers are going to, let's see, they're lined up for a field goal.
It'll be 4th and goal, and Brockton's lined up to take another field goal. It's Carlin's Gene to attempt the kick.
About the same place he kicked the last one.
It'll be a 25-yard attempt. The ball is snapped. The kick is up, and the kick is no good. Wide left.
No good. Franklin takes over first and 10.
Tell you what, Matt, I mean, you're at the 1. You're going to score, and then you get a 15-yard penalty right there, and then you miss a field goal. Tough field goal right there for high school. That's about a 30-yard field goal. That's a tough distance, but
But he hit it earlier in the
He did, but I mean,
game.
those are not guarantees in high school football. So, I mean, you gotta get the. I mean, to miss out on 7 points is crucial.
And you're talking about a 2nd and goal from the 1.
Let's see if they can shake up and.
Anybody except Pete Carroll and the Seahawks would have scored on that.
The Panthers have it on offense for the second time. Big call on the left side for Paul
Marion to the second.
Paul Marion on the carry. It's a pickup of about 9.
I just have a feeling, Matt, that this game right here is going to be the Brockton Boxers have to match them offensively. I mean, it looks like these teams have some offensive powerhouse tools, and the defense might be their offense.
Play action pass complete. First down for the Panthers to the 37, 38-yard line for the Panthers.
Matt, right now I'm applying a little more pressure toward the quarterback. Quarterback has a little much too time to throw. You got to keep them on their toes, put a little pressure on. They're doing a hurry-up offense. Got to throw something different at them right now. I'm probably throwing a little more blitz, a little more pressure on the quarterback. He has a little too much time to throw the football. They got 4 wide receivers right now in a shotgun.
Sonny Okunlola, 7 sacks on the year. Quiet tonight. Gordon over the middle. He's got his man again. And it falls incomplete, and he got walloped at the 45-yard line.
I tell you what, Matt, I'm impressed with this quarterback, though. I mean, drop back stance. I mean, this kid really has some talent right there. He's making quick decisions, and I don't even think a rush would even alter that decision. I mean, that ball was out of his hands within 3 seconds.
Second and 10 for Franklin from their own 30.
10 minutes to go in the second quarter. 7-3 Panthers.
They took out Driscoll, they put in the tight end.
Norman.
Run. No, it's not.
Pass over the middle. Same exact play and a missed tackle. Another first down for the Panthers.
To number 8, Sean Leonard.
Sean Leonard, 6'3", 205-pound tight end.
And first down.
Franklin's offense, newbie, is doing whatever they want.
Yeah, there's just too many open spots in the secondary.
They went right back to the same play, and Leonard held on that time. First and 10 from the 34. Gordon wants to throw. Nally at the 35. Couldn't catch it.
I'll tell you what, I mean, they're playing, it looks like they're playing a bit of a zone right now, and it's not working. It's not working right now. They got to change things up. This could potentially, if they score right now,
Once again, we got
2-score game, 9 minutes left in the first half. It's going to be tough.
Up there and stop by the music boosters table. Get your 50-50 raffle ticket if you missed it coming in. Last week's winner, 4,850.
This school actually looks a lot like Whitman Hanson. Beautiful campus.
Single setback.
A lot of new schools having kind of the same look.
Very impressive athletic fields here.
And pitches.
Spread all the way around. It's Nally on the pitch, and he is brought down. It'll be a yard loss for the Franklin Panthers.
I tell you what, Brockton's run defense has been relatively okay.
Third and 11.
The problem is Franklin's only run it 4 or 5 times.
Right. I mean, it's the pass defense. It is finding patches right here in the secondary.
Going to bring up 3rd and 12.
There are just huge chunks of yardage.
Make it 3rd and 12.
3rd and 12 for the Panthers.
Play for Franklin. 3rd and 12. Gordon wants to throw.
Gordon
for
looking
Driscoll.
long towards the corner. He's got it to the 5.
Driscoll!
Ryan Driscoll at the 5.
Matt, you got to look back as a quarterback. He was in perfect position to make a play on that. Got to look back for the football. He was in great position to bat that ball down. Got to look back for the football. Great catch. But you got to make a play on that.
The boxer that got burned on that
First and goal for the
top cornerback, David Belsius.
ball is outside the 5.
Brockton's going to take a very, very necessary timeout with 8:53 to go in the second quarter.
Yeah, Matt, this quarterback's good. This kid is good. You know, and I'm not just trying to, point holes at the Brockton secondary. You got to give credit where credit's due. When you got a quarterback who's just, getting the ball, getting rid of it relatively quickly, 2-3 seconds, quick drop back. I mean, kid got talent.
He reminds me a lot of Lexington's quarterback last year.
Absolutely. So, hey, you know what? We're in a fight right now. We're in a fight. So this is, again, what I was talking about before the game, mental toughness. Mental toughness. This is what it's all about right now. How do you get over it? How do you get over the next play? If you're a cornerback, got a short memory, get over it, go to the next play. But I'm telling you this right now, I'm applying a little more pressure on the quarterback. I'm giving him pressure,
First things first, switch to a man defense.
Yeah, apply some pressure on the quarterback and maybe force him to make some decisions he doesn't want to make.
7-3. Two wideouts to the right. Driscoll just caught that pass. Gordon, he's going to hand off to Palmieri to the line of scrimmage.
Owen Palmieri is stood up at the line of scrimmage.
Palmieri, no
Tell you what, it'd be a
gain.
big victory if they
Palmieri.
limit them to 3 points right here. It'd be huge.
Down and goal from the 6.
I do think the Brockton box offense could do some damage, particularly the running game against the Franklin defense.
Converted some big third down plays.
Franklin actually the home of the MIAA
Game. Second down and
state
goal,
office.
26. Leonard
All $33 million of it.
That was success. Gordon's gonna take it off
Can we
the
get a better
side.
trophy, by the way?
Inside the 5. Oh, a nice
Gordon
short
tripped up
handed
by his
tackle
shoestrings.
inside the 5.
Can the MIAA give a better trophy? I mean, honestly,
No, all they can afford to give out to
Jeez
5
Louise.
teams every year is a wooden sculpture of Massachusetts.
Oh my God, give him a trophy.
There's so much tradition
I mean,
in that
go to
trophy.
Bridgewater Trophy. I mean, they're good guys over there. They take care of you. I get better trophies than that.
Goal in the quarter, an exciting game here at the
Hell, I'll buy the trophy. I'll say right now, listen, if the Brockton Box win the championship, I will buy the trophy. Okay?
You heard it here first, folks. If Brockton goes all the way, Newbie is going to buy quite possibly the most unnecessary, overpowered, most impressive work of art you have ever
It
seen.
will. I'll talk to my guys at Bridgewater Trophy. They'll take care of me.
What I want to know is if Brockton goes all the way, does the entire team get free copies of the latest documentary?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Free car on the house. By the way, I want to thank all the supporters. We sold out the show in 3 weeks.
End of the third quarter, we'll get the full shinny on the premiere, the documentary. How you doing going 2 weeks up until the premiere?
I'll fire it up already.
We're almost there, so
Almost
start
there.
thinking.
Here we go.
3rd and 4.
Gordon will take the direct snap. Nally in motion. Nally resets. And the snap.
Ball is snapped. Gordon under pressure. He is hit and spun down. It's the first sack of the game for the Brockton Boxer defense.
Good job right there by the Brockton Boxer with the tackling. Tough guy to bring down. Looked like he was going to get out of it for a second, but good job by the Brockton Boxer wrapping it up. Huge right here. If they can limit it into a field goal, big defensive stand for the Brockton Boxer. It's huge.
Left-footed booter. This will be a 24-yard kick, 23-yard kick for Chevron.
Chevron, the kicker for the Panthers.
Gordon is the holder.
Ball is snapped. Kick is up. And the kick is good. 10-3. It is still a one-possession game. Franklin on top.
That's a big victory for the Brockton Boxers right there. That's a victory right there. Good job on their defense, holding them back. I'll be honest with you. I feel like Franklin's a little tentative. They were doing such a great job passing the football. Then they started getting cute and running the football. I mean, listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I keep throwing the football right down the middle. And they seem to stop doing it and started running the football. But good job by the Brockton Boxers stopping. Huge player out there. Now it's a one-possession game. Let's see if the Brockton Boxers can really overcome that tough penalty that they had last offensive possession.
Parker Chevron to kick off from the 40-yard line. Meek Watterson, Johnny Horn back to receive for the Boxers.
Happy to see the Brockton Boxer band here. I think the Brockton Boxer band is the best band in the country.
Franklin increases his lead to 7 on the Chevron 23-yard field goal, and Cody Troughton comes through. Chevron's a high, deep kick going down.
It's a Johnny Horn fielding it cleanly at the 15. Horn turning on the Jets and knocked down at the 33-yard line.
Johnny Horn. First and 10 for Brockton.
Last time we were here at Franklin High School, it was a girls' soccer playoff game in the Jen Caruso days.
Wow.
It's been a while.
She's a senior now at Brown University, so kudos to her. Very proud of her, and her little brother is a sophomore at Bryant University. So they're
It's a couple
the
of
Carusos,
little-known colleges.
so the Carusos are dominating the state of Rhode Island right now.
Back with a field goal of its own. First and 10 for Brockton from their own 33. 6:51 to go here in the second quarter. Norman.
Give to Watterson.
Watterson is met at the line, falls forward for a pickup.
Falling forward for a gain of about 2.
Evan Wirtz on the stop.
Evan Wirtz on the stop for the Panthers.
Second down and 8 for Brockton from their own 35. Boxers led 3-0. And Franklin
Definitely,
32-yard pass.
listen, stuff.
Nally made it 7-3.
Well, we're going on the year 6 of this playoff format.
Made it 10-3.
So it looks like it's not
And it's
changing.
been terrible ever since the beginning.
Looks like it's not changing anytime soon, but I do like that you could find a true champion. I just
Go in the quarter.
don't like the fact that when you lose, you're kind of playing for nothing for a few
Franklin High
weeks.
School before a nice crowd on you.
And then when you win, you play another game for Thanksgiving.
Norman at quarterback has a single
Which is not what Thanksgiving football in Massachusetts should be about. Norman back to pass.
Norman's going to throw at the 45.
Norman's
Knocked
pass
away
incomplete.
on a nice defensive play there.
Though that Thanksgiving game is really one of my favorite games. I get a chance to wear my turkey hat. And it's the only day I can wear a turkey hat and not look like a complete idiot.
Would have been good for a first down, but it falls incomplete. 3rd down and 8
Someone had to say it.
from their own 35-yard line. Under 6 minutes to go now.
Well, I just want to give a shout out to the high school I teach at Lynn Tech. They're actually in the playoffs as well, so kudos to the Lynn Tech Tigers.
So far. If Franklin holds, they may get one. 3rd down and 8.
It is 3rd and about 8 to go for the Boxers. Just south of 6 minutes to go in the second quarter. Trips to the near side. 5 wide for the Boxers. Norman in the shotgun.
Take the direct snap. 3rd and 8.
Surprised there wasn't a false start flag there. A little pass is intercepted by the Panthers. That is a killer. Norman threw midair and Driscoll with it. He is brought down at the...
Now there was a flag on the field, so let's see. That may be coming back.
There's a flag on the field.
I think it's on Brockton, though. It might have been holding. Let's see.
I mean, there was a very obvious false start at the beginning of that play from Brockton, which would be declined.
Right.
No indication here yet.
Yeah, it looks by the reaction of the players. It's
Actually, they didn't even
the
signal.
Brockton's going to
Indication on the penalty. Franklin takes over first and
Brockton's going to
Against Brockton, declined to
turn over the
place.
football.
Franklin has it in excellent field position.
All right, so 1st and 10 Panthers from their own 19. 5:44 to go.
Fake to him, and Palmieri gets the ball up the middle.
Owen Palmieri up the middle.
by the entire Brockton line.
Tell you what, Brockton against the run has been really good. It's just a matter of the pass and see what's going to happen.
One more yard to the 17. 2nd down and 9.
I see the Brockton Boxer band getting ready to
And now it's
dominate
wide
the
left.
field.
Leonard, wide right. 2nd down and 9.
Gordon in the gun.
Gordon's going to throw. He gets it complete.
It's complete to the far side to Driscoll on the far sideline.
Ryan Driscoll.
And he's close to the first down.
It's going to be shy of the
He
first
takes
down.
it inside the 10-yard line.
3 yards on the play. 3rd down
Or right
5 minutes to go in the first half. 10-3,
from the 10-yard
Panthers on top.
4:51 to go in the quarter. Franklin leads it 10-3, looking for more.
Tell you what, defense got to be tired out there, Matt. Defense been out there for a while.
Gordon, he's going to throw.
Gordon's hit, and he's got his man in the corner of the end zone.
Is that a touchdown? Or did he go out of bounds?
Out of bounds.
I think he caught that out of bounds.
Ruled out of bounds.
incomplete to Sean.
They're going to say incomplete. He was out of bounds.
Yeah, got to have a presence of mind. Got to know where the line is.
It's going to be 4th and 3 from the 10.
That's huge right there. Brought the box to hold him again.
So far on this drive, we've had a penalty flag that was not signaled,
Look like Brockton.
and we've had a
Brockton
touchdown or incomplete pass that was not signaled.
getting back.
Referees on the game time.
Say play on.
4th down and 3.
Gordon back to pass. He throws it, and no doubt about this one, it's a touchdown for the Panthers.
Wow, what a bullet pass right there. That was not an easy pass, man. I mean, he went towards.
Sean Leonard.
He had to throw it against his left shoulder, only for his receiver can catch the football. That's pinpoint accuracy right there. That's good football.
Panthers.
But again, I think the quarterback just has way too much time right now. The Bucs have got to put some type of blitz on, put a little pressure on him.
Sean Leonard.
Parker
First one is
Chevron.
that one. He just stayed in back.
Ball is snapped. The kick is no good. Oh, it is good. Barely.
And with 4:29 left to play in the first half,
Rains of Porce.
Franklin now leads 17-3.
4:29.
Matt, this is a big possession right here
Franklin 17.
for the Brockton Boxers. You got just under 5 minutes left. This is huge right here. This could potentially, and I know it's the second quarter, could really make or break a game. They got to get a good run, good, maybe I would say they need a touchdown right here. They need a touchdown right over here.
That's it. Nicole Wright and Hans Morrison. Tonight's halftime show will start with Kanye's All the Lights, conducted by senior drum major Bobby Castro. The Foundations, Build Me a Buttercup, conducted by senior drum major.
Speaking of sports and playoffs, how entertaining has David Ortiz been during these playoffs?
I think
I mean, isn't
the
he
two
awesome?
defining moments of these playoffs for David Ortiz. Jackie Bradley Jr.'s home run where he's jumping up and down like a maniac in the studio and forcing A-Rod to wear a Red Sox
Man, I
jersey.
love Ortiz. I mean, he's just his personality. Some people, when they go on TV, athletes, their personality shrinks. I mean, his personality just expands when he's on TV, which is awesome.
Roden Trotton's kick taken at the 3-yard line, tackle line, number
That was
5.
Watterson brought down after a very short return. So Brockton with a long field. A Very long field for the Brockton Boxers, and we're being attacked by shot puts in the booth.
Man, jeez.
On the tackle. Let's blame Franklin Cable on that one.
Driscoll, it was Jarrus with the tackle.
They're blaming Franklin Cable for the
First and 10.
wrong name being announced. Immediately, everybody turns around and looks at us. We are Brockton Cable.
Handoff.
Next window down.
Some good running room coming out across the
Watterson.
Good job
Across
pushing
the 20.
pile right there.
Nice
Watterson on the carry.
Yeah, I didn't like seeing A-Rod in the Red Sox jersey, but I like the
down in 2.
message of it.
I'm surprised he did it.
Brockton will have to play catch up now. Handoff again to the
I don't know. I mean, listen, we got to stop passing the football here.
That ball gets to the line.
We're down by 2 touchdowns. This is the playoffs with 3 minutes left. We got to stop passing the
Playoffs?
football. It's the playoffs.
Playoffs?
We're down by 2 touchdowns with 3:50 left. We got to stop passing the football.
Check that 3rd and 1.
I'd like to send my condolences to all of those that are freezing out in L.A.
Oh, yeah.
71.
As we have a nor'easter tomorrow.
They might have one cloud in the whole sky out there.
The winner moves on in the tournament.
You know, I was in that, the 3 times I've been in L.A., it's not rained once.
Including the Thanksgiving Day traditional rivalry game. 3rd and 1. Players jump.
Yeah, it's going to be false
Panthers move first.
start.
Sort this out.
Although Brockton's calling for an offsides against the Panthers, it is a false start against the Boxers.
With the false start. It looked like a Panther move, but he was
Going to bring up 3rd and 6.
Yeah, it's not been a good first half so far for Brockton.
I'd like to get the tally on how many penalties there's been this year,
to take it to the
cumulative,
20-yard line.
because there was over 100 yards just in that BC High game.
3rd down and 6. 3:17 to go. Clock moving in the second period. Franklin leads it 17-3. 3rd down and 6 for Brockton. Norman. He's going to hand
Norman hands off to Watterson. He is stuffed at the line of scrimmage.
Is it a playoff game today, Matt? I'm just double checking. Is it a playoff game today?
I'm not sure. They might start next week.
Okay. Are they down by 2 touchdowns?
with Coach Peter Columbus.
Let's double check it.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, down by 2 touchdowns.
And when you run the football,
with time running out.
okay, when you
in
run the
first
football,
half.
that typically means more time as we run out the clock, right? Okay. I'm just checking. I just want to double check here.
In the half. An amazing pass. No punts yet.
Brockton's going to line up to punt on 4th and about 4. If Franklin jumps here, it's a free first down.
Now, the punt is in. And
Sten Bruno is punting.
Bruno was in for the punt. He's back at his own 5. 2:40.
High snap! It's in the end zone. It's
Safety.
through the back of the end zone.
He managed to kick it.
Ball rolls out of the back of the end zone.
That's going to be a safety.
And he takes a spill too. It looks like
Safety for
And
Franklin.
Sten Bruno was knocked right into the football.
Yeah. Let's hope he's okay.
Yeah, Bruno was right into the post.
He got the kick off, but they said he had picked it up beyond.
Yeah, he took a tough spill right there. Looks like he's gonna walk it off, but he took a tough hit.
Rub
right
some
there.
dirt on it.
Yeah.
Already crossed over
So out. So that's gonna be a safety. So the score will be
the zone, so that's a 2-point safety.
19.
Well, the 2 points is a lot better than what could have happened on that play.
Yeah, listen, that's actually a good point. They're actually lucky it went out of bounds and didn't just hit the didn't go to the end zone. That would have been a touchdown.
Snapped, so they've still not had a punt. They almost did. And Franklin
Well,
gets it.
I think Brockton's got him right where they want him.
2:35 left, and they will
That play is the first snap of the Broncos-Seahawks Super Bowl.
sailing over them.
You come in with a game plan. You get it all lined up. Everything's ready to be executed. First snap over the head of Peyton Manning. Fumble, return for a touchdown.
So Brockton in the last 6 quarters have been outscored
Franklin will take the 2 and will take
38 to nothing. 38 to 3, excuse me.
Don't forget about the field goal movie.
This is bad. So Brockton can punt or kick it off the tee from their 20,
It's
and we'll wait to see what
let's
they
see.
do.
Listen, I think the Brockton Boxers, it's still early. They can have a chance to make some adjustments here, but you know, number one, the turnovers, they're leaving the Brockton defense in a tough position right here at the defense. I think defense might be a little worn out. It's a good thing halftime's coming up soon. But the Brockton Boxers, number one, they got to.
The Boxers have worked hard tonight.
Yeah.
They need a break.
Well, they got to find out what's going on in the secondary. And number two, I think that offensively, they got to mix it up a little bit. They're a little too predictable.
Off the tee.
Off the safety, it is a kick from the 20-yard line, not the 40.
Boots a high end over end kick.
Gene high end over end, brought down at the 35, fielded cleanly.
To the 45 goes Jack Nally.
Up to the 47 is Jack Nally.
Out to the 48-yard line. Well, Franklin will take over 1st and 10. 2:29 to play in the first half.
From their own 48-yard line. 2:29 to go. Franklin, 19 straight points scored after giving up a field goal.
So it's 19 unanswered for the Panthers, 2.5 to go in this second quarter. 19-3 your score.
48-yard line. Gordon at quarterback. He's been great. Nally in motion.
Nick Gordon.
Hand off. Palmieri to the line. Can't get
Palmieri is dropped for a loss of about 4.
3 on that.
Palmieri.
Let's see if Franklin's going to try to maybe put some points on the board or just take the lead
Franklin has
and run into halftime.
2:50
By the looks of things, they might
Franklin still not
might try to do a little hurry up here and maybe get a few points here.
Second down
And this is the difference right here. Aggressive
Gets the snap.
play calling.
Off again. Palmieri
Palmieri back to the original line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and 10.
up to the 49.
As I say that, it looks like they're just going to run it out.
Uh,
They want to take any chances here.
Third and
Third
long.
down and 9 for the Panthers with 1:52 to go. Clock stopped on the play. Clock stopped. Not sure who called the timeout, but there's a timeout on the field. 1:53 left in the half. You score Franklin 19, Brockton 3.
$1:53 to go in the second quarter. 19-3 Franklin on top.
Here we go. 3rd and 9 for the Panthers from their own 49. 1:53 to go. Franklin 3 wideouts to the near side of the field.
Brockton spread defense here.
Gordon
3-4
wants to throw the
rush.
touchdown. He dumps it to Palmieri.
Palmieri off the dump, and he's got a first down.
3-0 Palmieri
Very close to the
into
first
Brockton
down.
territory and enough for Franklin.
At some point, newbie, if you're only rushing 4,
They're going to bring the chains out to measure this one.
you gotta make a stop.
They're going to bring the chains out very, very
And I'm going to give credit to the quarterback, though. He's making quick decisions. He is making very quick decisions. You know, it's kind of the chicken and the egg, but I think you got to, if this is not working, rushing 4, you got to put a little more pressure on him.
What a half for the Panthers. They spread the chains.
They're gonna measure.
Referee Ray
Looks like it might be a little short.
Rich Gattani signals
Oh, no,
first
first down.
for Franklin. The Panthers have it first
test
and
me,
10 from the
you
42. 1:46 to go. Franklin with the lead and the ball as they're trying to take advantage of a safety called against Brockton. 1st and 10 from the 42. Clock moving now. Gordon wants to throw. Now he's gonna
Gordon
run
with
up.
it. Scrambles. Quarterback keeper. He's got a gain of about 4.
Gordon out of
Nice
bounds
play
at
by
about the
Gordon to run out of
47-yard line.
bounds.
Good job getting out of bounds right there to stop the clock. Good presence of mind.
8-yard line with one
Quarterback Nick Gordon has been very impressive.
Yeah, he's been solid. I mean, he's been damn good, so
Panthers from the
got to give credit when credit is due.
of Brockton. 2 wideouts each side of the field. Single setback. Gordon hands it off to Palmieri inside the 35 to the 34-yard line. Goes over.
Another gain of
Palmieri
about
to the
4.
second level, moves it up to the boxer 34.
Moving. 1:23 left in the half. 19-3 Franklin.
About a
Offense here.
minute 15 to go in the first half.
3rd down and 3.
Nick Gordon has been shredding the Brockton Boxers defense.
Gordon wants to throw.
Wants to throw again. Flushed out, flag thrown.
It's caught inside
Nearly
the
intercepted right there.
Penalty marker on.
A, did he make the catch inbounds?
I think
B,
that was-
what's the call?
I think it's going to be a holding right here on Franklin. Let's see.
And this is going to be Rich Gattani with the call
Holding on
against
Franklin.
So this will nullify that little pass completion with 103.
Is
left.
holding against the Panthers, so it'll be
Very
3rd and
long for Franklin,
about
as this drive so far has been halted,
13.
and they'll march
Sure.
the ball back to the 46 36-yard line of Brockton.
I wonder if they have clam chowder here.
Third down
I don't know why.
and 13.
This chowder today?
Third and 13.
No clam
Oh,
chowder
no clam
today.
chowder.
Brockton
Oh, fiddlesticks. Meatball subs? Okay, we can take that. I'll take a meatball sub.
Is it hot chocolate?
Gordon looking
Hot
to pass
chocolate.
again. He's
Gordon long towards the sideline. He's got his man.
Wide open right there. They're wide open, man. They're wide open.
And that's enough for Franklin. First down.
A good presence of mind of just throwing it right to the sidelines, out of bounds, stopping the clock, plenty of time.
58
They're
seconds to go.
pretty close to the red zone now, ball at the 30-yard line.
Receivers to the left. First and 10 with 58 seconds left.
Gordon drops back to pass.
He's gonna go deep.
High rainbow pass. Knocked away.
Great job by the quarterback right there. Again, you know, what happened the first time that pass,
Nice defensive play.
last offensive possession,
Back on the wrong
when they scored that touchdown, he didn't look back to look for the ball. This time, this quarterback looked back for the ball, batted it down, made a play.
shoulder away. Second down and 10 from the 30 with 52 seconds to go. Brockton scored first, but it's been 19 straight by the Panthers. They have it second and 10.
Second and 10 from their 30-yard line. 52 seconds to go in the second quarter. Gordon
Flushed out of the pocket.
is going to be dropped.
It's a fumble,
He fumbled the
and I think
football,
Brockton has it.
and Brockton recovered
Brockton
the fumble.
takes over. I didn't see the ball come loose.
Recovered by
Tell you what, Matt, how big was that penalty at the 1-yard line? I mean,
Huge.
You say it just changed
Huge.
the momentum of the game. You get a touchdown there. What was the score at the time
A rare turnover
when they had the penalty? Was it 3-10?
That was scoreless, I think, right?
No, it was 3
Because
to
we kicked.
It was
10 to
10-3.
10 to 3.
You score there, you get a touchdown, you tie the game. It's a whole different ball game right here. Now listen, 46 seconds left. I'm taking a few shots down the field to see what I got.
Which the Boxers have had success doing this year to Isaiah Laguerre and Navon Reed. 5 wide for the Boxers, trips to the far side. A flag thrown.
Free
It's going to be
play right here.
offsides
Free
against
play.
the Panthers. Norman's going to take it himself. The penalty will be accepted. It will be offsides against the Panthers.
Free play right there. You probably should have.
You just got to hawk it up. You got to hawk it up.
Yeah, took a chance and really launched it.
Yard line, a whistle and a timeout.
Offsides on the
Oh,
Panthers.
there's going to be a flag against Franklin for offside. So they're going to march this back, keep it down at 1. It'll be first and 5 for Brockton. 39 seconds. From the 36 now. First and 5 for Brockton. Michael Norman. He's going to throw up the middle.
Norman over the middle.
Norman's pass is complete
Isaiah Laguerre.
by Isaiah Laguerre. And that's enough for a Brockton first down.
After they reset the chains, which they haven't yet.
Laguerre held
10 at the
quiet
46, and now the clock is moving.
and injured the last 3 weeks. Norman back to pass. He is hit. Gets away from the hit. Throws across his body
Smart
to
play.
the Boxer sideline.
Smart play. Wasn't there. Smart play. Threw out of bounds.
They got away from that run.
24 seconds to go. 19-3 Panthers.
And he did. 24 seconds left.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen,
Second
as we
and
enter
10
halftime,
for Brockton from their
we
own
welcome
46-yard
the Brockton marching band.
So Norman, who's featured the running game, has gone in the air, of course, with such little time left in the half. It's gone with a no-back offense here. Empty backfield once again on second and 10. Michael Norman, 3 wideouts to the right, 2 to the left.
Trips to the far side. Norman to pass. Long over the middle.
Up the right side.
Norman's passing complete.
And a late flag thrown in after the ball had fallen incomplete.
Nally had
Are they gonna call that pass interference? I don't know about that one. We'll take it though.
I don't know what
Hey, we'll take it.
the
Let's
call
go.
is so late that was thrown in after the fact. And the ref saying, oh, easy, buddy. They're going to count it off from the original line of scrimmage. It's a defensive pass interference.
That's big right there. Huge.
line of scrimmage with 19 seconds to go. So Brockton making some noise here as the clock is winding down. They have
Brockton
So it's
ball
spotted at the
39 from the
39-yard line with 19 ticks to go.
ball at the Franklin 39. Pass interference, 2 penalties on
Adam
those
Olafale
plays.
in man coverage on the near sideline.
Plays. Norman
Norman
steps
looking
up,
into the middle.
the air and it's tipped, and it's an
tipped and incomplete, intended for Isaiah Laguerre.
Risky throw, but I mean, sometimes you got to take a shot like that. 13 seconds left.
13 seconds to go.
They got 2 more shots right now.
Tonight's 50-50 raffle winner is
2 more shots to
a
go to the end zone.
685.
Still plenty of time.
Franklin taking in on
8944.
defense.
685
This drive featuring
8944.
the passive force with such little.
It's funny to see as they're introducing the
8944.
Brockton
lineups for the World Series, the change in apparel between Boston and LA. Norman back to pass. Long takes a shot.
Norman's pass
Intercepted.
intercepted.
Second interception of the game for the Panthers defense.
to Gasparo inside
Owen
the 20.
Palmieri on the interception.
1 second remaining
That's
in
gonna
the
leave us
half.
with 1 second
1
before
second
the
left
half.
as Palmieri gets the INT on 3rd and 10.
The PA announcer gets a head start on those meatballs.
Franklin will take over with 1 second to go. We'll see if they take it.
I'm probably right behind him. If you see me disappear for a little bit, that's probably where I'm at.
By Brockton, they certainly moved the ball, aided by 2 penalties.
1 second to go. 2 interceptions in the first half for the
And Franklin will
Franklin
take a knee
Panthers.
there.
Franklin's going to take a knee.
Knee formation. And there's the knee by
Apply a tourniquet to the bleeding of the Brockton Boxers, and the team's head to the locker rooms. Newbie, it's 19-3. Franklin on top of Brockton. A 4 versus 5 seed playoff matchup. The winner facing Xavier or BC High.
scoring plays.
Your thoughts on a very sloppy first half for the Boxers?
Yeah, brought the Bucks a few turnovers. I think the defense did a good job towards the latter part of the half
Gordon to Jack Nally.
in terms of run defense, but the secondary they need work on the secondary. I mean, too many patches. They got to change up how they're going to play defense. Maybe go to a man. Something's got to change up within the secondary 'cause that's killing them right now.
19-3 Franklin over Brockton at the half. We're going to step aside, take a short break, and bring you second half action right after this.
Foul, personal foul made it third goal from the 16.
Good.
I don't remember how it started.
Go to that.
Oh boy.
We just found it. Our back and forth. Victory. Fumble. Repeat. It always came back.
Dad!
You made time.
That was perfect.
Okay, here we go, throw it!
Yeah.
You probably don't remember what you told me.
Nice.
But I heard every word.
Leah, did you put a new dent in that?
This one? No.
Were you texting and driving again?
Yes.
Hi, Leah.
Hi, Dad.
Sorry about your bumper.
You can't sit
Don't add her to the chain.
It was just a joke.
Why are you talking to me?
Lame.
Loser.
Weirdo.
I've said and done things before that I'm not proud of.
Just as I've been hurt by others.
The thing is, this is not who I am. And it's definitely not who I want to be.
I don't want to be cruel. I don't want to spread gossip.
I don't want to be a body shamer. We have the power to be more.
We can create a kinder world.
It's not that hard.
We just need to stop.
Take a moment.
And consider others before we speak.
And before we act. Be more.
Be more.
Be more.
I was living in a shelter juggling 3 jobs. I had to be resilient. That's something that you can't teach.
That taught me a work ethic,
Initiative.
responsibility, and that's what I bring to work every day.
When I was a younger executive, I made the mistake of assuming others should do things the way I did. Today, I aspire to manage compassionately.
Ladies Ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls, football fans of all ages, welcome back into Franklin High School, home of the Panthers, for second half action of the first round of the MIAA South Sectional Playoffs between the Brockton Boxers and the Franklin Panthers. Once again, I'm Mad Dog Matt Nelson, joined alongside my broadcast partner, the 7-time award-winning director and producer, Emmy-nominated Newbie Ratto. Newbie, step one for the Boxers has got to be score more points than the other team.
Yeah, that's usually typically how you
FYI, in Los Angeles, Walker Bueller about to take them out.
The Brockton Boxers. I mean, I thought they did a good job stopping the run, but we just saw during halftime. Quarterback went for threw for 2 touchdowns and 176 yards. I mean, just having a field day in the second day. The Brockton Boxers got to shape that up. Got to go tighten it up. Probably go to more of a man-to-man defense.
That's Jack Nally bringing it out to the 31-yard line. And that's where we'll have the first look of the second half of Nick Gordon in the high-powered Panther offense.
Running time, stop the clock.
Nick Gordon in the first half, 7 of 13 for 169 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Not too shabby.
Victories over Leominster, Native, and Durfee. First and 10.
Ball is snapped. They give to Owen Palmieri. He is met by a host of Brockton Boxers stopped for a short loss.
One thing I noticed is the Red Sox win, and of course this is going to be on delay, so people will know by the time they're watching this game. But if the Red Sox win today and Saturday, might be a good thing for the city because it's going to be a nor'easter on Saturday. Not going to have too many people going crazy out in the streets.
Nick
So I'm pretty sure.
Gain of about 4.
So I'm pretty sure the mayor and commissioner are rooting for the Red Sox to win the championship on Saturday.
Well, anything at this time of year in New England, anything goes.
Right.
Actually, a couple of years ago, the Patriots championship parade.
Also after a
It
blizzard.
was supposed to be Wednesday, and a nor'easter hit, so they delayed it to Thursday.
I mean, those parades are huge for businesses, though. I mean, it's
Huge. You pack 1 million people into downtown Boston, oh, forget about it. Restaurants, coffee shops. Owen Palmieri, a gain of a yard. So it'll be 4th and about 5, and Franklin is going to line up to punt. Newbie, the name of the game here for Brockton, do not jump. You jump, you bench the rest of the game.
Let's see what happens here. 4th and 5. Let's hope that's the case. Good job by the Boxers right there. Again, how do you get over it? Brought the Boxers a good stand right here in the second half. Good stand. Now get some points on the board.
No flags thrown, and the punt is away. Devin Fortes
breaks a couple
brought down, and now a flag or a fumble. The ball was loose.
Looks like
Who's got the loose ball?
Uh-oh.
Franklin has recovered the fumble.
Boy. Oh, boy.
1st and 10.
I brought the Boxers right now shooting themselves in the foot right now this whole game. I mean, Franklin's good, but we're making some mistakes right now that are really putting them in prime position to get some points. Oh, boy. So here we go. Brought the Boxers again. That defense,
Starting off with a bang.
They had a good start right there. The defense just got to pick it back up. Hey, how do you get over it? How do you go on to the next play?
Give to Palmieri.
Palmieri back to the line of scrimmage. He's going to bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, they'll blow the whistle right there. Again, Brockton Boxers have been all over the run. They haven't been much successful running the football.
That's the first touchdown they get on that. But he's 1-2 on that guy. He works it all the way to 3.
19 unanswered points.
The catcher.
2 wideouts to the
1-2.
left. 3 to the left. 1 to the right.
Ball hits the base hit, and then the floodgates it over.
Gordon looks at the coach.
2nd and 8 for the Panthers. Owen Palmieri stacked up a loss of about 1.
I tell you what, that defense definitely stifled here.
But you can't just have 3 good defensive drives to start. and then take your foot off of the gas and let the offense flounder.
Third down and 9 from the 41.
Carlito Weaver, the defensive coordinator for Brought the Box in his first year.
Gordon, quick little outlet to Nally across the 40.
Yeah, I think it's just going to be short.
From Nick Gordon, moves the ball up to
Bring up about a 4th and 1, depending on the spot.
Yeah, you got to go for it right here if you're Franklin. You have to. I mean, it's too long for a field goal. You're at the 35-yard line. You got to go for this one.
At the 34-yard line. It'll be 4th down and about 3. 4th and 3.
So a generous spot for the Boxers. They're going to back it up all the way to 4th and 5.
4th and 3.
Oh, the stick is still moving. Now it's 4th and 4, 4th and 3, 4th and 2, first down. What's going on over there?
Touchdown!
The stickman had some whiskey at halftime.
4th down and 3.
Brockton jumped, but Franklin didn't.
I don't think they
Follow
got
up.
the guy generous spot. I thought that was a little closer.
I agree.
Gets the snap.
Gordon, quarterback keeper. He's dropped for a loss.
I tell you what, this brought the
Turn
defense.
over on downs for the Brockton Boxer
Stifling.
defense.
Now the offense got to get the defense back right now. The defense is really busted it behind these two series. The offense got to step up and say, "Hey, defense, we got your back."
And Brockton will take over from their own 36 with 7:57 to go.
Worth mentioning, Franklin wearing their home navy blue jerseys, white trimmer on the light blue numbers. Brockton in their new this year visiting road white jerseys with black trim around the maroon numbers.
But now they have to play catch up. 1st and 10 from their own 36.
High formation, 2 wideouts, 1 split to each side. Michael Norman, play action. He's in trouble. The screen is complete.
Didn't get much more. I think he might have even lost the yard on that one.
A Johnny Horn.
screen pass to a Johnny Horn.
Johnny Horn. No gain on the play. 2nd down and 10.
No gain on the play. It'd be 2nd
All
and 10.
at the 36-yard line.
If there's a little bit of an echo on the broadcast, we apologize. Anytime there's a Brockton play, we're calling out the players. The PA announcer, the Franklin crew are calling it right after us. And for Franklin, we're calling out whatever we hear.
And we're also watching
In 3-way stereo here in the booth.
Ball off the left hash.
Norman gives off to Amik Watterson.
Watterson brings the ball up to the
So both teams, Matt, have done a good job with the run towards the latter part of the second half and now towards the beginning of the third quarter. You know, this game's might have to be one in the air for the Brockton Boxers. The quarterback's going to make some plays here. It's a 3rd and long. Probably going to be a passing play right here.
Hasn't scored since the 4:20 mark in the first period. They have it now 3rd and 7 from their own 39-yard line.
Not a lot of flags so far in this game. Referee Roy Gittani. Just that one killer on the 1
but you got
yard
to get
line.
over it. I mean, it was a tough play. There you go. Nice pass right there. Yeah, Matt, you're 100% right. I mean, that was a killer, but
that's Adamola Filet.
Got to move forward. And this is a big drive for the Brockton Boxers. This drive right here can make or break the game.
So Filet with
It is technically a 2-score game.
a
with
first
6
down.
points being the deficit, and you can make that up with 2 TDs and 2 two-point conversions. 1st and 10 for Brockton from the 49 of Franklin. 3 wideouts to the right. Norman calling signals.
Trips to the far side. Norman. Screen pass to Watterson.
I tell you what, he's lucky he lost a few yards because that could have been pick 6 the other way. I mean, he could have easily intercepted that one. It was green the whole way.
What number?
Short game. It's a loss on the play. A loss, so Evan Wirtz with the stop.
Evan Wirtz with the stop.
2nd and 12 from the 49. Clock moving, 6 minutes left.
6 minutes to go in a fast-moving game here at Franklin High School. Trips to the far side. Norman in the gun. Watterson to his left. Norman in trouble. He is hit and brought down. It'll be a loss of 2.
Yeah, he said not much time to throw the football. Been rushed a few times. Now it's going to be 3rd and long, 3rd and 14. So very predictable play right here. Look for Franklin to put on more of a blitz. 3rd and 14.
Going to bring up 3rd and a mile. 5 minutes, 22 seconds and ticking.
3rd down and 13 for the Boxers. Trying to get something going.
Quick 3rd quarter here. Just under 5 minutes left coming up.
5 wide for the Boxers.
3rd and 13. Players jump.
Franklin jumped. Brockton didn't move.
And they saw that play from a mile away.
You gotta go bigger on 3rd and 15.
It's going to bring up 4th and 12.
For Brockton. Jack Nally with the defensive play.
Jack Nally with the stop there.
Colombo was going to send his punt team out. Now you recall the first punt sailed over the punter's head for a safety.
This will technically be Brockton's first punt of the game. The first one sailing over Sten Bruno's head out the back of the end zone for a safety.
Junior, 6'1", 220. Gets the snap, a nice snap this time, and
Bruno punts it away. Low snap, bouncing, bobbled, and brought down at the 24-yard line is Franklin's returner.
Brockton's going to try to play a field possession game and try to get field position and start all over again. Offense right now, I mean, listen, 4:20 left in the 3rd quarter. Boxer defense needs to step up again, and they've had a good job in this 3rd quarter so far. Hopefully they can keep it up.
24 pitch first in. Missing 3 guys. And nobody's on.
Here in the 3rd.
It's unbelievable.
2 wideouts to the right.
Kid's got a rubber arm. No, he's not.
2 to the left. Single set back.
Nick Gordon in the gun. Ball is snapped. The handoff to Owen Palmieri.
By chance, I do want to give a kudos to the Brockton High Band. They had a fantastic halftime show, as well as the Franklin Brandon cheerleaders. All doing a great job. Brockton had a fantastic halftime show. Doing a great job entertaining the Franklin fans. And the Franklin band's doing a great job as well, making it a festive atmosphere.
2nd down and 6. Gordon keeps it and crosses the 30.
Nick Gordon crosses the 30, but it'll be short of the first down. It'll be 3rd and about 2.
Pick up about 3 on the play. And good news from Los Angeles. Walker Bueller had a 1-2-3 inning. And at the end of the top of the 1st, the Dodgers are 0-0 with the Red Sox.
3rd down and 1 for Franklin from their own.
Brockton's defense very confused here. Owen Palmieri somehow brought down in the backfield.
Yeah, one person's not confused. He knows exactly what's going on.
The defense had no idea what was going on there.
One person had one idea what's going on.
And Brockton with 3 stops here.
That's huge right there. I mean, the defense has just been, I mean, that's big. I mean, they're keeping the Brockton Boxers in this game.
So Franklin lining up to punt for the 2nd time. Hopefully Devin Fortes can hold on to this one.
Fortes back deep for Brockton. 4th down and 2. Here is
good snap, the punt. Backpedaling is backpedaling. Fortes across the 25 to the 30 to the 40 to the 45 to the 50. Still churning the legs. Devin Fortes to the 48-yard line of Franklin, and now is a scrum on the sideline.
Over here. So ball at the 50 right now. Good field position. Brockton Boxers right now have an opportunity. 2:38 left in the 3rd quarter. Got to get a score on the board right now. Need a touchdown. No field goals. Need a touchdown right now.
Let's give a nice round of applause for Dylan Beckman, our water boy.
2:36 left. Brockton, still a 2-score game. Has the ball at the Franklin 49. The winner will play the winner of Zavarian versus Catholic Memorial.
Zavarian, BC High.
BC High, that's right. BC High, Zavarian playing tonight. Winner plays the winner of this game.
1st and 10 for the Boxers from the 49-yard line.
1st and 10 for Brockton. Ball off the left.
Adam Olafile, the lone wide out to the near side.
High formation this time for the Boxers. The tailback gets the ball, and he's going to be
Direct snap and a loss of 2.
He gets tattooed right there. Game's going to have to be one on the quarterback's arm right now. It's going to have to be one on the quarterback's arm.
Second and 12.
Loss of 2, second down. They'll make it a loss of 1. Second and 11 for Brockton from their own 49. 2 minutes and 10 seconds left here in the third quarter.
Shout out to Peter Willis Photography.
Franklin TV, your home for Franklin High Championship Sports. Second and 11 for the Boxers.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, Franklin has a pretty good basketball team as well.
Basketball, soccer, the pitch out to Watterson. And he gets back to the original line of scrimmage. 3rd and 10.
I tell you what, I mean, listen, Franklin's talking some trash over here. They better watch it. They're going to get no unsportsmanlike penalty, too.
3rd down and 9 for Brockton from the 48-yard line.
Another 3rd and long right here.
1 minute and 25 seconds. That's all that's left here in the third.
Minute 20 to go now in the third quarter. Fast-moving game here.
Brockton breaks the huddle. Send 3 wide to the right, 1 to the left. And Norman drops back.
If I'm not mistaken, is the quarters a minute shorter in the playoffs?
Going to pitch it. It's complete at midfield.
And again on 3rd and long, Brockton goes for a short screen pass.
Stopped by Jack Nelly.
Got to throw the ball vertical, man. Got to throw the ball vertical. This East and West up is not going to work right now in the playoffs. Got to win the football game. The goal is that way.
Ball at the 49-yard line. We'll see what Coach Peter Colombo elects.
And they're going to go for it, looks like.
I think you have to.
Very happy birthday to one.
Fourth and 9 could be a big play in the game. 31 seconds to go in the quarter. And a whistle and a timeout call.
Kim is 28, and the rest would like to thank the 2 by taking a timeout on the play.
Timeout called by Franklin with 28 seconds to go in the third quarter. It is 19-3, Franklin on top. Winner again moves on to play either Severian or BC High. BC High getting into the tournament solely based on strength of schedule. They went 2-5, did not win their division, but since they played Severian and Catholic Memorial and all those other Catholic Conference teams, the MIAA said, you know what? You're really good enough to compete for a title.
You know what makes me sick? Deshaun Watson scored 40 points on Thursday Night Football, and I benched him on my fantasy team.
Who'd you bench?
Deshaun Watson. He scored 40 points.
You know who I put in favor of Blake Bortles?
Who?
I benched Bortles, put in Deshaun Watson.
Play of the game, 28 seconds to go in the quarter. From the 48.
Severian's winning 17-0 over the Eagles, who should not be in this tournament.
Norman wants to throw. He's going to go
Norman over the middle, tipped, and it falls incomplete.
Franklin takes over 1st and 10, 23 seconds to go in the third quarter.
And Franklin will take over with excellent field position with 23 seconds left here in the quarter.
23 seconds to go. It will be a turnover on downs. Franklin takes over.
48. But this quarter, they have not been able to move the ball. It's been a staunch defense for Brockton, stopping the Panthers.
So let's see what happens here. I mean, listen, down by 2 possessions. It's really 3. I mean, to get two-point conversions down by 16 is tough to do in high school football. So they're really down by 3 possessions. So the Brockton Boxers are going to be in tough shape right now going into the fourth quarter.
I don't think you can worry about how many possessions you're down. You got to go for the first touchdown.
Yeah, you got to go for the first down. How about that?
The left-handed quarterback. 1st and 10 from the 48. Gordon keeps it.
Gordon, quarterback keeper, he's got a gain of about 4.
The pile still moving forward.
To the Brockton 45.
That's going to do it for the third quarter, it looks like.
Gordon kept moving and wedged it out.
Fast-moving third quarter.
And that'll take us down to triple zeros. And at the end of the third quarter.
End of the third quarter, 19-3 our score. Franklin Panthers on top of the Brockton Boxers in the first round of the MIAA South Sectional Playoffs.
So neither team scored here in the third quarter, which is bad for Brockton.
What's good for Brockton is the defense stopped Franklin.
Yeah, that's outstanding. But listen, I think this defense is getting tired. They've been on the field for a long time. Okay, the offense has either created a turnover or it's been 3 and outs. So they're putting the defense in tough shape. Listen, first quarter, I thought the secondary was awful for the brought the box to let go those 2 touchdowns. But I think ultimately, you know, the offense, particularly in the latter part of the second quarter and in the third quarter, you know, they haven't performed. And I will give credit to Franklin's defense, and I ain't going to give credit to the quarterback for Franklin as well, just playing one heck of a game.
End of the third quarter, we want to thank our cameraman for bringing you the sights and sounds from Franklin High School as Gordon has a first down. Mike the Postman Simmons, yet another delivery to the viewers of Brockton.
Yeah, another delivery. Never lost. It's like LeVar Ball. Never lost. Never lost. Undefeated. Never lost.
Mike delivering twice on Sundays. Him and Amazon are going head-to-head to be who can deliver the most.
Never lost. Speaking of LeVar Ball, he's been like absent from the world the last few months.
You know, I noticed that too.
That's what LeBron James would do.
I'm starting to get worried about him.
It's the LeBron factor.
My favorite loudmouth from Los Angeles. Gordon, quarterback keeper, cutting to the near sideline. He is pushed out of bounds.
Well, you know, when his son's not performing well. I mean, the better his son plays, the more relevant LeVar Ball is. His son's not playing well.
Son got benched for his son got benched for Rajon Rondo.
And then LeBron James comes into town, so. Hey, listen, I'm going to admit I do watch the Facebook show every Sunday, though. That is very entertaining. I do enjoy watching that show. It's the only reality TV show I watch.
It's like keeping up with the Kardashians Sports Edition. Timeout.
Franklin.
Called by Franklin. 9:37 left in regulation.
Left in the game. You score Franklin 19, Brockton 3.
So the South Sectional Playoffs looks like Severian's going to have an easy path to the title again.
It cost $20,000.
Listen, I wasn't that impressed with Severian last week. It was a few weeks ago. They're a small team. Severian's not the big team that we see typically the last couple of years. They're smaller. I don't think they're as strong as they used to be.
I would have loved to see Brockton match up with CM in the playoffs.
Second down and 7 for Franklin after the timeout. It's all at the 35.
Gordon in trouble. He's going to be dropped for a loss of 7.
I tell you what, Matt, this defense has been damn good the second half for the brought the boxes. They're really bringing the pain right now. You know, it's just, you know, we said time and time again, I mean, one play shouldn't affect the whole game, but that unsportsmanlike penalty at the 1-yard line. I mean, listen, you know, you got to be a little mentally tougher than that, but that's a tough pill to swallow.
He was swallowed up by 3 defenders. David leading the charge, and a whistle and a timeout. 9:05 left in the game. You score Franklin 19.
Instead of a punt from the 2-yard line. Or from no, it's 10-10. They kick off. That worst case scenario, now it's 17.
It's a stoppage on the play. 9:23 on the clock. They're asking the clock to be reset.
I'm just the announcer.
So 9:23, about 16 seconds added to the clock.
3rd and 14. From the 43. Gordon wants to throw.
Gordon, lots of time, and he's dropped for a loss of about 10.
I'll tell you what.
Sonny Oak and Lola on the sack there.
The adjustments that have brought the boxes in the second half on defense have been big. I mean, I want to give kudos to the coaching staff for making some adjustments in the second half because they really have not got anything here in the second half.
Well, here on 4th down, Franklin has to get the ball to Holliston for a first down. It looks like they're going to punt it. High snap, fielded cleanly, high end over end kick.
Good kick right there. It's going to take a nice Franklin bounce.
Touchdown at the 15-yard line. An 85-yard field staring at the Brockton Boxers. Newbie, they have to score on this drive.
Yes, they have to score.
And at the end of one, it's 0-0.
We're going to mark this just inside the 15. Call it the 15. 1st and 10 for Brockton. No scoring here in the second half.
Hopefully Big Game Miles Jackson will be back next week, taking over. I'm just trying to keep the seat warm from him.
Big Game's got a dress rehearsal for plays in this weekend.
Okay, Big Game Miles. I'll tell you, this guy's just jack of all trades.
Big Game.
DJ, actress, announcer.
Actor.
That's the actor.
Mrs. Jackson is the actress.
I apologize, Miles. Miles, a Brockton legend. Has announced over 300 games. He's been announcing. I'm almost 30. I'm 29. He's been announcing since I've been in the 2nd grade. So I'm talking about that was like in 96, 97. So almost 20 years, more than 20 years, 21 years, at least.
For those keeping score at home, I entered kindergarten in 1998.
Wow.
I'm getting up there.
You are.
Might as well put me in a nursing home now.
Quite there yet. That's the case. What are you going to do with me?
Norman taken down at the 6.
I tell you, this has been a defensive battle here in the second half. I mean, both teams having a tough time getting anything going offensively.
If Brockton's defense played in the first half the way they played in the second half, totally different ball.
You could argue they'd be winning the game. You could possibly argue that. I mean, it's just, again, but listen, that's what separates good teams from bad teams, winning from losing. It's those things right there. I mean, you know, we could say if this and woulda, coulda, shoulda, but that's what separates a team from winning and losing. Those differences right there.
Big play for Brockton. They hope to stay within shouting distance.
Norman over the middle, intercepted for the 3rd time tonight.
Touchdown.
This one's taken down by.
Pass is intercepted by number 3.
And they're going to mark him shy of the end zone.
He takes it down.
Nolan McClaney, the senior,
where Franklin will take over.
intercepting it, bring it back all the way to the 1-yard line. Newbie, the defense has done everything right. The offense has done everything wrong.
Well, the defense done everything right in the second half. The offense was pretty good in the first quarter. Struggled a little bit, but listen, it's a team. It's been a team. I don't want to say lost yet, but it's been a collective team disappointment.
Quarterback keeper.
Yeah, that should be a touchdown.
Gordon keeps it himself.
He's going to be short. All right, so 2nd and goal from the 1. Everybody except Pete Carroll would score on this play.
Let's see what happens.
2nd and goal from inches away. Clock moving, 6:50 to go in the game.
Get out of the way, Walker.
2nd down and goal from the 1 half-yard line. 2nd down and goal.
The official call is Sean Hofferty is going to get this touchdown.
Gordon. Quarterback keeper again. They push him from behind. Does he get in there?
Nick Gordon
no, he stopped.
is going to be marked short again.
Oh.
3rd and goal from the 1.
So listen, man, this boxer, you can't question their heart. I'll tell you that. Can't question the defense's heart.
Now it's 3rd and goal. Good news is the clock is still moving with 6:08 to go. So 2 up the middle got nowhere. The ball is just an inch away from the end zone. Gordon, after a chat with Aiden Bain, the head coach, comes back to the huddle.
Just south of 6 minutes to go here in the 4th quarter.
Leonard tight on the left. Gordon this time from the spread formation.
High snap. Gordon falls in. Touchdown, Panthers.
And that's enough for Franklin. Touchdown!
Game, set, match. the sentence has been handed down to the Brockton Boxers. 3 meaningless games coming up, including Thanksgiving.
Well, I think in terms of, can the Brockton Boxers win a championship? No. A Super Bowl? No. But I think these 3 games will be a good litmus test to see where they're going as a team next year, as a program. You can take a lot from the season in the next 3 games. If I'm a player, though, I'm still playing hard the next 3 games because this could, number one, if I'm a senior, if I'm a scout look at me, it's important for me to perform well. Number 2, if I'm a junior or underclassman, that's a starting position that I'm playing for next year. So,
in years past, once the Boxers have been eliminated from playoff contention, it is the worst quality of football because these kids don't want to risk injury. And this is the main reason why I hate this playoff format, why multiple people hate this playoff format, because the kids aren't going to risk injury. They know they're not playing for anything. And these are high school kids. They need to be motivated about something. If you're saying just go out and play football for fun, they're going to play it for fun and not to win.
Yeah, I mean, listen, that's why I'm not a big fan of the format. I made it very clear. But it's here to stay. And the best way to avoid this format is to win. Right? Winning is fun. Winning is a lot of fun.
Winning is a lot of fun. Just ask Mookie Betts, who after the Red Sox won Game 2 snuck out of the clubhouse celebration to go feed the homeless people in Boston.
Oh, wow. That's awesome.
All right, so Newbie with now entering garbage time. Before we enter garbage time, talk about the documentary.
Well, man, there's not much to talk about. We're sold out. There's no more tickets left. Everyone's been very supportive, which has been awesome. We're going to have people from all over the country that are going to come from L.A. to Baltimore to New York. Boston Police Commissioner William Gross will be there. A few local representatives from Boston, Russell Holmes, and a few other people. So it's going to be an exciting night. It's going to be very, very emotional, very exciting night. I can't wait. So I want to just give a shout out to everyone who supported the documentary, supported the cause, whether it's financially or just saying a good word. We're going to do multiple shows. We'll probably do about 5 or 6 screenings, local screenings. So we're excited about it. We really are. I think it's a good project. If anyone listening want to know what the project is, it's actually a project on policing. I think we did a good job getting both sides of the issue. And listen, the recent news going on in Brockton with a few fatal shootings, police officer fatal shootings, they go through a lot. And actually happened to know one of the officers who, on the paper, who ended up shooting somebody, and the person unfortunately did pass away. Dealt with him a lot through the mayor's office and through the housing authority. Good person. It's just it's a dangerous job. So the point of this documentary is to save lives, police officer lives, and people in the community lives. So I think it's gonna be an exciting project. I'm excited for it, and hopefully we can win the Emmy Award. I mean, I do want to change lives and save lives, but and that's important to me. That's the most important thing. I am a competitor, though, and I would like to win the Emmy Award with this documentary.
Norman has a first down to the 46-yard line, 4 minutes and counting. Devontae Medley into the game now, the backup quarterback.
Give me a little credit for that.
One thing we are going to do is myself, William Adair, the co-director, we're going to award a community service award, a community impact award, before the screening to a well-deserving person. So very excited about that. I'll tell you what, the award is a lot better than the MIAA trophy.
So if people want info on the documentary,
just go to my website, newbieproductions.com. Up there on the tour. Again, this show's sold out. We have sold 250 seats.
But Doobie, They said you couldn't sell out the Showcase Cinemas with a documentary screening.
So we couldn't
They
do it.
said it couldn't be done.
Then this is the second time we've done it. We did the IMAX. Now we're doing this one.
Flushed out of the pocket. He throws. It's complete out to the 45 to the 49
Medley
yard
dumps it
line.
to number 7.
Although, I got to give you kudos on the location change. Last time you sold out Randolph. This time you sold out Dedham. There's a lot more to do at Legacy Place after the fact.
Oh, it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. And,
I've heard a little bit about an official after party at King's.
yeah, it's going to be kind of unofficial. I'm actually going to go to work the next day. I
Officially.
I took
King's
the day
going
off
Dedham.
originally, but I'm like, you know what? I'm kind of a workaholic. I'm like, I don't want to take too many days off from work.
Junior. He throws. It's
Intercepted. Oh, no, it's not.
Incomplete. Almost pick 6 again.
The reason we had to do it at Dedham Showcase Cinema, number one, we have a big Boston following now, which is pretty cool. So it's a little easier for them. But number two, the biggest reason is that Randolph renovated all their seats to recliner seating. So Randolph would have been the perfect place, but all the seats are recliner seats, so the capacity can't match our capacity now. So the only theater that has the regular seating is Dedham Showcase Cinema or Foxborough Patriot Place. So I feel okay.
That's a very nice facility down there.
So Foxborough Patriot Place would be awesome for our Brockton audience, but it wouldn't be that cool for our Boston audience. So we said let's do it in Dedham Showcase Cinema. Hey, we might do something in Foxborough. We might end up doing something over there
If
eventually.
you do
We'll see.
I think it's Showcase Live. It's like a spin-off function hall off of the cinema down there.
We may do something in Foxborough. We're looking to do something hopefully at Bridgewater State, Roxbury Film Festival. That'd be a Museum of Fine Arts. So we're going to have some local screens. It'll be fun. We'll have a lot of fun with it.
10 from midfield with 2:25 left in the game.
First and 10 with 2:25 to go in the Boxers' last meaningful game of the season. Franklin is going to travel to Westwood, Massachusetts next week, home of the Severian Hawks.
Going to hand off to Sean Hofferty. Hofferty across the line of scrimmage, blasts it out.
Sean Hofferty brings it up to the 46-yard line.
Coming up on 2 minutes to go in the game. Pick up a 4 for Hofferty.
Everyone's excited about this documentary screening. Newbie has logged so many frequent flyer miles on this one. Traveled to New York, Baltimore,
and California.
Oakland.
Oakland's a tough place. A tough place. Oakland makes Brockton look like Beverly Hills.
Breaks it out.
Like I tell the kids here.
Second and 6.
Guess they're on the mean streets of Franklin here.
Gordon hands it off.
Well, it's going to be fun. Matt, appreciate you actually part of the production. We did a scene at Joe Angelo's Cafe, which is awesome with former officer Wooden Farrow, Officer Frank, who was actually on the staff of this BHS Football team for the freshmen.
I think the best part of shooting this documentary with you, you called me at like 10 o'clock at night one night and said Kendrick Lamar is playing the Garden. You want to meet me in Boston?
Yeah.
We drove into Boston at 11 o'clock at night just to get people's thoughts when they were coming out of the Kendrick Lamar concert.
I don't think I used one clip from that day.
People were.
I'm trying to think.
I don't think you got one good usable response.
No, I did. I'm just trying to think. Did we? We may have used maybe a few seconds of it. I don't remember.
Pushes the pile to the 36-yard line. And that's
First down for the Franklin Panthers, and that will wrap it up. A couple of knees, and this one is over.
Yeah, I don't think Broxton will take a timeout. We'll see. They may take a timeout just to jab Franklin a little bit. And the fans are starting to leave, try to get a little head start on the traffic. Hey, listen, I do want to give kudos to the Brockton Boxer defense for playing one hell of a second half. I mean, they really had a dominant second half. They allowed a touchdown, but that was more of a technicality. That was an interception by the offense, and they gave up 1 yard for a touchdown. But hey, you know what? You got to keep playing. And I know it's tough, Matt, playing for nothing for the next 3 weeks, but pride is huge. You know, I'm excited for that Thanksgiving game. It's one of my, that's a huge one against BR. That's a big pride game.
With 30 seconds left, let's give it up for both bands, both teams, in what was a well-played game.
That is it.
So another knee taken. Franklin's going to take this one by a final score of 25-3. As time expires. Newbie, the defense won the second half for Brockton. What ultimately was the one thing you will take that Brockton lost this game because of?
Those 3 plays. The 3 plays, the 2 lapses in the secondary, and then the unsportsmanlike penalty at the 1 yard line. Those really were the 3 plays that changed the game. And in the playoffs, playoff format, we have 2 good teams. It's going to come down to 2 or 3 plays. And it came down to it. And that's what lost them the game. I thought the defense was fantastic in the second half, but the game's 4 quarters, not 2 quarters.
So Brockton has not put up a touchdown since they traveled down to Fall River 2 weeks ago. The final score 26-3. Brockton does not know where they're playing. It could be a Division II team for all we know. Last year in this round, it went to Marshfield High. We'll keep you updated on the Brockton Community Access Twitter page at Brockton Channel. Check us out there. 26-3 your final score. The Franklin Panthers knocking the Brockton Boxers out of playoff contention. For everyone here at Brockton Community Access, our cameraman, Mike the Postman Simmons, my broadcast partner, the 7-time award-winning, Emmy-nominated director and producer. Don't worry about those stats now because they're going to grow in the next month. Newbie Ratto. I'm Mad Dog Matt Nelson, and we will see you next game.
Go Sox.
Grr.